Uh, Let me see. I guess really like I read in your bio that not only do you are you a rapper, but you engineer some of
Yeah.
your songs too. How did that come about? How did you start doing that?
Okay. So I told you like when I started doing the hip hop shit, I was always on like tape recorders, and it kind of like
Yeah,
it wasn't really like me even attempting. It was just fucking around. Like I'd have
yeah,
some sounds on the keyboard. I'd just be playing around. But the more I started like upgrading my shit, so like now I'm on the computer. I got software. Now I'm upgrading mics. Before you know it, I got studio mics. I got Pro Tools, and it
you
just
just
kept
got
on
everything.
building.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was just like step by step. Dude, I didn't know how to do a fade. I didn't even know how to record. But it
yeah,
came to a point where I was just like, obviously this is something I wanted, and I wanted to get nicer. But it was the first time I ever really recorded a true song, I went to a studio. But after that, I recorded everything else myself. And it
okay,
was like, for a minute, it was like, yo, how do I get my sound quality to be equivalent to what that first recording at that studio was, like that
mm,
real first song? And then
mm,
after that, it was like, all right, let's keep it moving, man. And once I got my quality up there, it was like, how do I get it better? And then I started
yeah.
interning at studios, and I just learned. But that the question? Or I got kind of lost.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, really, like just asking you how you got into the
Yeah,
engineering.
it,
But I'm pretty sure once you did like start messing around with it, you could really see the engineering plays a huge part in the
yo,
process of a song. You know, it can make a good song sound hot, or a hot song sound even better. What's your feelings on that?
it's like for me, engineering is the most valuable thing I probably have because like and yo, I'm getting way nicer. Like in the last year, I would say like I've gotten super nicer compared to what I've been before.
Hmm.
And it's like I feel like my progression is gonna be like it's gonna keep going, but it's not a question of that. As an artist and through and throughout, like I'm just trying to be more creative, like in the packaging, design, everything. But as an engineer, I'm
Hmm.
able to like basically include my creativity in my sound. And I
I
think
see.
that like you know what I mean, like how I
Hmm.
want it. Like I don't gotta go and ask somebody to fade. No, I could spend, dude. I
Yeah.
did the first song that I think we dropped on your site, which was "Never Be Alone."
Yeah.
The video
Yeah.
that's on there, right? I
Yeah.
believe it is.
Mm.
I think that was the first one, and
Mm.
that joint, um, I did a 10-hour mix of that song,
Ah,
and
man.
like yo, I did like 2 solid nights, like 5 hours, and like when I got it to the first night, I was like, nah, chill, and I redid it the next day, and it just like it came out better than I could have like really even imagined. And the
Expected.
fact like and my little cousin it's crazy too because my little cousin Joey C he makes most of our beats now,
Mm.
and like he's fucking 17, man, and this kid is nice, and it's like it's crazy to me because I never would have thought I have a producer in pocket. Like that's my little brother.
Yeah.
Like I used to beat this kid up, and now it's like he's throwing me
Yeah, he
beats.
doing beats for
Like
you and
I don't even,
everything. Yeah.
yo, man, it's crazy. So
Yeah.
I had all the track outs, I had everything all there loaded in the Pro Tools from the jump, and it was just like it was real organic, and it was really like it was truly like me on all levels of the sound, and
Hmm.
it was just like I think the only way I could probably get closer to that right now is obviously doing like all the production instead of just partial. Cause like we co-produce a lot of stuff, and I put my input in, and that's the great part of working with him.
Yeah.
But as far as just like sonically, that's like just as creative as where I'm at, and
Uh,
I'm pretty proud of that. I know that's like
okay.
that's where it's at.
I hear you. Speaking of production, what's your vibe? Or like, what type of beats and production do you normally go for or look for on your songs?
Well, I was actually just thinking about this before, cause I'm right now I'm doing like the South type of track. I got a what's it called? I got a verse on my boy Nuff. He goes for more of those Southern type of joints. So like
Mm,
he throw me on there, or we do a song together, like some club shit, and I love those. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
But ultimately, my bread and butter is soul beats.
So
So
okay.
like yeah, absolutely. and if they could be more like if it can be a soul beat and a banger, that's like my ultimate high. But like just
Yeah,
like
just a mix
you know what I'm
between them.
saying?
Yeah. So do you
Just
like
soul beats.
do you look for the samples or like how does it come across? Do you like listen to old songs and you like, man, you know, this would be tied in the sample, or does a producer kind of come to you and like, hey, I got this song and I think you might like it, or a little bit of both, or how does that work?
Well, I noticed that the illest joints that I do are the ones where I bring the sample forward.
Hmm.
And that's how I kind of like that's kind of like what I was saying before, like with the engineering. But I'll give you an example off of Visions the Foundation,
Yeah.
the mixtape I just put out.
Hmm.
Track 5 is actually it's a Pink Floyd sample. Remember, my influence is Pink Floyd. Like
Yeah.
there was this one song, "Brick in the Wall," that always touched me. I always thought that was like the dopest song.
Okay.
And so like I took it for the Foundation tape, like you know the whole brick in the wall theme. And I said to my cousin, I'm like, yo, you gotta flip this joint. Like we have to do this. And we kind of like were back and forth, but he finally did it, and that shit came out crazy. And
Hmm.
it worked, you know. And it was like, for me as an artist, I feel like if I'm a sample to start off with, which most of the stuff at this point, like I can't pay a live band to come in, and you know that's the route I'm trying to eventually go. But you know, if I gotta sample something, I might as well be like artistically where I'm at, you know, where I'm at with my whole concept. And I'm real big on concepts. Like I gotta have that shit, you know, straight.
Yeah.
You gotta be game tight.
Okay. You know, I actually checked out a couple of the tracks from the mixtape, and I did note that the production was real good. You know, that was actually one of the first things that drew me in to the songs, because I like to listen to the song, and then you know the beats really what catch my ear first, and then the rapping is what follows, and I probably listen to the song 2 or 3 times after to really pay attention to the lyrics. And I like that I could, you know, just do that, because a lot of songs, you know, you might just have the beat hot, but the lyrics ain't really on point. You know, it's not really much besides just I'm in the club, you know, I'm doing my thing. But I appreciate that, you know, it's actually some lyricism going on, you know, in addition to the beats that you have on there.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Like for a minute, I was kind of like, I don't know if you're familiar with AZ. Like Nas and AZ from back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, but like AZ, he was kind of the rapper that would make beats sound hotter than what they were, because like lyrically he was just so nice that it was
So
like
ill,
his
yeah.
beat could be half-assed, but it's like he's so nice.
Just bring it
And
up.
I think that was, yeah, like he would make beats better.
Mhm.
And like for a long while, it was kind of like that with me. Like I was making beats better than what they were. Like my boys, I play a beat, they'd be like, nah, that shit is trash. I play the song, they'd be like, oh, you know what I mean?
They
So
just
like
come
we'll
together.
be listening, and they'd be like, oh, that's a D.I.V beat. Meaning the beat ain't that hot, but I'm gonna make it iller, right?
Yeah.
So like when my cousins started to get into the mix, it was just kind of like we eliminated that shit immediately because he was just nice with it. So
Yeah.
I was like yes, because now I could do these beats. Like I could take a lot of this shit was sample beats. Like they just weren't really bangers like that, but the sample was just mad soulful, and I'm all about it.
Yeah.
My cousin to take that soulful shit and just make it knock, and that's why I'm loving it. Like
Okay.
that kid has got me in the pocket right now, man.
I hear
But
you,
yeah,
bro.
that's how I would say about that. Like the beats it's so crucial. The fact that you would just the what you just said, it's like I think as soon as I realized that, like I've heard it time and time again, but as soon as I've really got a concept that it's like it don't even matter what the fuck I say for the first impression, is if that beat isn't hot, it don't even matter. And that shit was a shutdown to me, because it's like, damn, I can't even do nothing to make people. So it's like, now why fight it, man? Just get some beats that are super hot and then just make that shit super hot lyrically, and I figure I can't fail like that.
I hear you, bro.
You know?
I mean, y'all got a good thing going on right now, so you know y'all doing something right over there. I guess like I guess you know, just to wrapping it up, keep it cool on time and everything. Where you see yourself like 5 years from now? What's your goal? A long-term goal in the music game? You know, you trying to be like a major celebrity out there? You just trying to be, you know, like what's your goal? What you trying to do?
I'm trying to be in music in 5 years, period. Which means to me, it's like I'm trying to do this as a living. If that equates to me, you know, making 50 grand a year and you know, touring and doing all that shit, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm obviously gonna make more than 50 grand a year regardless, cause I'm get it either ways. But I'm just saying, like, as an artist, I just wanna be part of it. Like Jadakiss always say, like, I'm just happy to be here. Like, if in 5 years I'm in it, that's how I'm gonna feel. I see myself doing great things, but if I'm around in the 5 years, I think that would be the blessing in and of itself. You know what I'm saying?
I can respect that, man. You know, that's definitely something that, you know, a lot of artists attain to. A lot of times people get caught up with the fame and the money and whatnot, but I think that, you know, making good music, that should be the #1 goal. You know, and keep that goal in mind. But anyways, you know, it's been a fire interview. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to just kind of let us know what's going on. Any upcoming projects you got going on? Anything you want to shout out?
Hell yeah. I'm about to drop another. I got like 4 videos in stash right now.
Okay.
I got a crazy video coming out for track 4 on that tape, that You See Me joint.
Yeah.
Crazy. With my boy Hop the Great. Shout out my boy Hop the Great. Mr. Keita NY. He's a great director. My other videos is done by my boy Rick. He go by the name of Dick Willie. Shout out to him. And we got like 2-3 more joints coming out that he's directed. We shooting videos left and right, and I got the OD2 project coming out, which is me and my boy Nuff Said, and we pretty much like 40 tracks in right now. So that's my creative process, is just picking and taking the pieces. But yeah, you can check us out DestinyInVision.com. And all the updates and swagschool.net, because you already know I'm gonna send you that shit.
Hey, okay, man. Hey, well, D.I.V, it was good talking to you, man. It's been a pleasure. Keep sending us your videos, you know, keep us informed, and just let us know, man.
Yo, absolutely, man. And when I come down there,
we'll
get some drinks or something.
I got you. Holla at me, bro.
Alright,
Foundation. Destiny and Vision. John G's. Joey, we riding.